They always say numbers don't lie, but people do. You don't have to be a mathematician to have a feel for numbers. It is plain as day to see that Meghan Markle's cooking show, With Love, Meghan, is a complete and utter flop. Less than a week since it premiered on March 4th, it has literally fallen off the top 10 globally. Insiders are now saying that the bosses and the higher ups at Netflix are starting to panic as they realized they backed a losing horse and they are trying desperately to salvage their investment. In today's video, we are going to discuss the truth behind Meghan Markle's second season, the drama behind the scenes, and that pesky Netflix contract. You guys, we have a lot of juicy royal daily tea to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the royal daily tea. So you guys know that I have partnered with Analucia Diamonds. Analucia Diamonds is a luxury brand of lab-created diamonds that is ethically sourced to provide affordable luxury, eco-friendly elegance, and making responsible choices without compromising on your style. You guys, Analucia is top-notch quality, the highest quality in lab-created diamonds. So I hope you guys will check her out. The link will be listed down for you below, and be sure to use code RDT20 to get an additional 20% off the sale price. Now let's get into today's video. So apparently Meghan Markle, y'all, is celebrating Easter about a month early because she flippity-flopped and hopped right off of Netflix top 10 list in America in less than a week. But not only did she flop off the top 10 in America, she also did in 10 other major nations. Way to go, Meghan. Way to go. Now, the Netflix bosses, y'all, are watching the numbers and pretty much their money flush down the toilet. It is a ratings disaster. With only a mere 11% of the ratings from viewers, her show fell behind wrestling and sitcoms. Now, the last three projects that Harry and Meghan have done have been utter duds, complete flops, failures to launch. So this show did, of course, a lot better because we all know we all like to watch a train wreck, and Netflix was betting. They put all their money on red. Come on, train wreck. Come on, train wreck. Let's go. And it did. Meghan Markle's show got 526,000 views in just 6 days. But unfortunately, that's a lot less than the Harry and Meghan docuseries got, 2.1 million in 4 days. So her show did not duplicate their original success from 2 years ago. It is now panned a failure and a flop. Now, granted, it did better than the other three projects. Nobody mentions the name Polo anymore. But again, it is still not considered a huge runaway success. Now, there is a lot of stuff going on, a lot of problems behind the scenes. Number one, the reviews are terrible. Her show is getting panned and roasted over an open fire by not only the watchers, critics, family members, but also people who used to post friendly stuff about Meghan are all coming for the Duchess. They're calling it unrelatable, unauthentic, and let's be real here. We watched Meghan take pretzels from a bag and put it in another bag. Like, really? Netflix, you're paying this woman multi-millions of dollars, and she took pretzels from a bag, put it on another bag, labeled it or peanut butter, and put a ribbon on it. Wow, the genius of this woman. no real substance. And again, as I mentioned, you learn nothing. You get absolutely nothing. If you want to have a recipe, you got to Google it or go to Pinterest to find it yourself. It's a nothing burger wrapped in fake edible flowers, served on a tray to cater to Meghan Markle's ego. Every single episode was a platitude and a praise for Meghan Markle. The second problem is branding. You know, the whole name change, the trademarks, the no products. That's a complete train wreck. It is embarrassing to Netflix because they have signed on. They have taken over production and gone into, quote, partnership with Meghan Markle and her lifestyle brand, which is a huge mistake, in my opinion. I mean, her cooking show is a disaster. But they have signed on to take over production because, again, Meghan couldn't do anything by herself. She couldn't get a CEO. She couldn't get a trademark. She's a mess. Okay. She is a mess. But again, Netflix thought, okay, she's a winner. We're going to back this horse. We're going to put all this money behind her and we're going to make it happen. Then they kept having trademark issues, branding issues, production issues, you name it. So now she has a website called As Ever with products and no prices. We have no clue when or if these products are ever going to officially launch because she doesn't have a trademark. You know, that little pesky thing that you need to legally sell something with your name on it? She doesn't have it, guys. So Netflix, I guess they're going to wait till the fall to release it in 2 of their stores, or it's just going to be sold directly from her website. But again, she doesn't have products. Now, that was a huge F up. They did not want that to happen, but because Meghan Markle fumbled the bag, this is where they are. The third problem, there's major drama behind the scenes. Meghan Markle is a little bit of a diva. She's not easy to work with. Remember, she fired the editing staff and the marketing team for her trailer that was an utter failure and disaster. Now she's arguing with them over scenes that were filmed, scenes that were deleted. Now, this mythical season 2 that Meghan pronounced on her Instagram, telling people, I win. They're so excited. We have season 2, but we all know it was originally filmed together. This is something that all the networks do with your TV shows is they split them apart for summer and for fall because they get more money that way by splitting up the show. Why give everything at once when you can split it apart and make twice the money? So rumor is they already filmed season 2. And again, there's drama now behind the scenes because the reviews are so bad that people are saying she's unauthentic, that she doesn't ask anything about her guests. Everything was kind of a setup for Meghan to talk about herself and talking about how call me Meghan, Sussex now, and all this crap that she's now peddling this new identity. So Netflix is now deciding, do they want to go back and re-edit season 2 and make her more likable, more authentic, kind of clean it up a little bit because it's a disaster? Or are they going to keep it as is because they don't want to spend any more money on this woman? Not to mention, they're still trying to figure out what's going on with the products. So it's a complete disaster that keeps on a going, keeps on a going. So now we have, quote, season 2, which is basically season 1.2. And now there's talks, very serious discussions on what they're going to do with it, because apparently, according to insiders, it's worse than season 1, if that's even possible. So they're now having to look at their, quote, season 2 and decide what they're going to do with it. Are there going to be voiceovers because Meghan doesn't talk to her guests? Again, it's all about praising Meghan. It's not going to work for season 2. They got to do something to correct season 2. We don't know who the guests are, but I can assume they're not great. You know what I mean? If Serena Williams shows up, it's not going to save the show. I really doubt she's going to get Beyonce or anyone else, for that matter, to be in the show. So according to insiders, there's some deep discussions behind the scenes on what to do about season 2. Do they spend the money and try to zhuzh it up and save face, or do they just let it ride? Now, the other problem behind the scenes is the contract. That contract has not been renewed. The contract renewal is in April. So, according to insiders, it's probably not going to officially go away, but it's not officially going to be renewed. They're not throwing any more money at this couple. Okay, they've kind of washed their hands of Harry and Meghan, but they are in production and partnership with Meghan Markle for her As Ever brand, and they still have season 2 coming out in the fall. So, rumor has it they're going to change, they're going to tweak the contract to where it's not the contract that they're in right now, but maybe like a project by project basis, what they're going to work with them on. And it's not going to be nearly the amount of money that they thought they were going to receive. Now, originally, they said they were going to get upwards of $100 million for a 5-year deal. Well, I can tell you, they have not made anything near $100 million. Now, because they did not fulfill everything they were supposed to fulfill within those 5 years, that deal is done. It's over. So moving forward, they probably will have a new contract, but again, project by project, depending on performance. And again, they're stuck with her right now because of As Ever and that production line of products. Again, I believe they're going to be stuck with Meghan Markle till the end of 2025. Everything is going to ride on if the products ever come to light, if she gets the trademark, and if they can salvage season 2. But again, considering the fact that season 1 has already tanked in less than a week, I don't think things are looking real good for Netflix and Meghan Markle. Now, there's also the question of that show, Meet Me at the Lake, that they were supposed to produce, that's been on hold for over a year. Again, everything with Meghan is a project by project basis. So I believe they might give that movie to somebody else. But again, it's up in the air. Everything is riding on the success of this show and if they can get Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand off the ground. But in my opinion, it is DOA. Netflix, just cut your losses now. That's my opinion. But what do y'all think about this? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.